Alright, this is why you should stop using cold emails ASAP in order to get new clients for your business. And also why you need to stop using platforms like Indeed, Naukri, and any other platform where you upload jobs to hire people. You need to stop using those. Now we're going to talk about sales first. So if you want to skip to the recruitment part, just go to this timestamp in the video and you can start from there. If you watch this video until the end, I will tell you exactly how to get a 25% response rate on your outreach. So turn on full screen and let's go. Let's say you are wanting to target CEOs, for example. So you're going to go to apollo.io and you're going to just search for CEOs, put in the industry, put in whatever filters you want. You're going to get a list of emails. Now the problem is you don't have emails of every single person, every single CEO in the world that is falling into that category. You just have the emails that Apollo has. And also the emails that you find online, they are not verified. Some of them are not even valid. So you have to go and do an additional step, which is to verify those emails. So that's an extra step. Okay, let's say now half of your emails are fully verified and you blast out the email and you get a response rate of 3%. And 3% is considered golden, right? Some people are happy with 1% response rate, 0.5% response rate, which is absolutely embarrassing and you should be ashamed of yourself. And I'm not even joking, because people don't trust email anymore. You get emails as well. When was the last time you replied to an email that you got, a cold email? I'm going to show you some actual real results from some of the sales automations that we've been running. All right, so connections sent 349, acceptance rate 22%, LinkedIn messages sent 88, replied 28% of them replied, open rate 35%. Are you ever gonna get that with email? Not in 2025, you're not. Trust me on this one, you're not. And you know why LinkedIn automation is so much better? Because anybody who does not have an email has a LinkedIn account. Why are you trying to find their email? Just send them a DM on LinkedIn. Now, similarly, let's move on to recruitment. So if you're not into recruitment, you don't care about it, click the timestamp on the screen right now. So you can directly skip to the part where I'm talking about how you can actually get these response rates for your outreach. You're probably using Naukri, you're using Indeed, you're using LinkedIn Recruiter, you're using all these other platforms, you're posting a job. So every HR knows if you're going to upload a job post, let's say you get 500 applications, half of them are complete nonsense. It's because there are people in this world that just sit on their screens all day and click apply to every single job that they can find. And the quality of candidates is never satisfactory. And especially if you're hiring for a niche role, something which is very hard to find, you're not going to find those people on these platforms. So then comes the concept of active versus passive job market. The active job market means that basically you're targeting anybody that is actively looking for a job. Whereas the opposite of that is somebody that is passively looking for a job. That basically means that, let's say I'm working somewhere at a job. I'm not actively looking for a job. I'm not applying to jobs, etc., etc. But if somebody were to approach me and ask, hi Shrey, there's this job available, do you want to check it out? I would be like, yes. What is it at least? What's the salary they're offering? What kind of job is it? What kind of a role is it? What are my roles and responsibilities? So that is the passive job market, where essentially you are reaching out to people, not actively looking, but would be open if you ask. At any given point, only 30% of the entire job market is on these platforms like Indeed, Naukri, and all these other platforms. This was a Java tech lead that we were testing out to hire. Connections sent 403, accepted 169, 42% acceptance rate on the connections we sent. Messages 173 sent, 57% reply rate. So I think you've waited long enough, and I'm going to tell you exactly how you can set this up for yourself. So when you first create your account on Recruva, the first thing you're going to have to do is add LinkedIn accounts. So basically LinkedIn has a limit for each of its accounts. You can only send 100 connection requests per week. That is the limit. So if you want to scale your outreach, essentially you have to connect multiple LinkedIn accounts. So as you can see my screen right now, I've connected 9 LinkedIn accounts right now. I can connect as many LinkedIn accounts as I want. There is no limit to this. Once I've connected the LinkedIn accounts that I want, the next thing I'm going to do is create an automation. So here you're going to firstly add the sender profiles through which you want to do all the outreach. Then you get all these options of reaching out to people. You can send a connection request with a note. You can withdraw the connection request. You can send people messages. You can send people emails if you connect your email. You can visit their profile. You can like their latest post. You can comment, endorse skills. You can have these triggers, which I'll show you in a sec. You can add all these conditions. You can add them to another automation. You can change the sender profile through which the activities are happening. You can do all sorts of things. So I'm going to show you a golden automation that you must use. It works for sales and recruitment. Click condition rules. You're gonna add a condition. You're gonna scroll down to premium features, select open profile and set filter, and then click create. So you probably know this. If an account is open on LinkedIn, it means that you can send them an in-mail for free without using in-mail credits. So in order to maximize the amount of people that we are reaching out to, we have set the filter that first it checks if those leads are an open profile or not. If it is, then it's gonna send them an in-mail. If it's not, then it's gonna send them a connection request with a note. Check if the account is open. If it is, then send them an in-mail. So here you could be like, this is my new product, check it out. If you're somebody in sales, if you're somebody in HR, you can say something like, hi, we're hiring for XYZ role, would you be interested? You can add variables as well. So you can send custom personalized messages as well. The alternative being, you can send them a connection request with a note. This is a note. We're gonna add this node right here, which checks after a certain time duration if the connection has accepted your connection request or not. So let's say we want to wait 2 days. We just want to check if the connection request that we sent, if they are connected, but they still haven't responded to your message, maybe you can send a follow-up one. And you can do this as many times as you want. Maybe you want to create an A/B test to just test which of your messages are more effective. So I can add all these variations to test which of my messages are the most effective. So this is how you create an automation. Now let's talk about the leads finally. All you have to do in order to import the leads is go to linkedin.com, search for the type of person that you want in the search. If you are an HR professional, you want to search for somebody that you're wanting to hire. If you're a sales professional, you want to search for the people you want to target. Mostly it's going to be founders, CEOs, or any other decision makers. Let's take an example of HR manager, Dubai, for example. Select the industry, real estate, for example. So I want somebody with experience in the real estate industry. I have 636 results. All I have to do now is copy this URL up here, go back to Recruva, go to the CRM, go to imports, click basic search, contact search, paste the link, create a list. I've already created a list, Dubai HRs. Select the sender profile through which I want to scrape the leads. Let's say it can be any, and just click create import. Once it is done, you're gonna head over to lists and click this over here for the list that you want to start the automation for. So you're gonna click contacts, select all and send to automation. And once that is done, all you have to do is enable the automation. And once the automation is enabled, it will take these steps, send these messages, send these connection requests, blah, 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 blah. And whatever responses you get, you will see it all in a centralized inbox. So even if you have 30 freaking accounts connected, you can see all of their messages in one inbox. So it's so easy to manage. Just one last thing, for every single LinkedIn account, you can set limits. You can set a connection request limit per day of 10, 20, whatever it is. Personally, we recommend 15 to 20, not more than that. And you can play around with all these other options that we have given you as well. You're probably convinced by now to cancel all your subscriptions and everything else, cold email outreach, the traditional recruitment softwares. So all I ask you to do now is exit full screen, scroll a bit and click the button under this video to book a call with me.